Well, like Michelle just mentioned, the Chiefs and the Broncos players are wearing some special cleats this Sunday that represent organizations near and dear to their hearts. The Chiefs are supporting many local organizations, and you might be surprised to learn that one Broncos player is also giving back to a local nonprofit. Listen to this.
Hey everybody, this is Dalton Reiser with the Denver Broncos, left guard number 66, repping Colorado here today. I want to show you guys my cause, my cleats this season. As you can see, it says fight like a kid, all sorts of awesome designs. Here's the other cleat, Camp Kymel, Camp Hope. So this year we did a drawing contest with a lot of the organization of Camp Hope, Camp Kymel. A lot of the children that go to this camp, they had the opportunity to do a drawing contest to see what would be put on my cleats. So instead of choosing one winner, I decided to choose multiple winners. So this design was on there, Camp Hope was on there, Fight Like a Kid was my favorite, kept the handwriting the same and everything.
Okay, so the Fight Like a Kid, his favorite part. And this morning, we are going to chat with one of the winners of Dalton Reiser's drawings, the teen who designed that favorite part, Fight Like a Kid. Welcome in Lawrence Free State Jr., Callum Leslie. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
So
I'm actually very happy today because I had coffee, so.
All right, us too. It works for everybody. All right, what's it going to be like to see your design on national TV Sunday night?
It was actually very cool. I didn't expect a lot of the aspects of my shoe to be on there. I personally know that the Fight Like a Kid came from my shoe since that was like the main part of my design. If I remember correctly, the Fight Like a Kid was actually underneath Camp Hope's rainbow, which if you notice on the shoe is an inverse rainbow, which is what Camp Hope has for all their shirts. So yeah, there it is. So they have an inverse rainbow, and I put Fight Like a Kid because I personally have found that no one like fights like a kid. Kids, like, we fight so hard to be able to just have a normal childhood. And so to see that was really, really inspiring for me.
Hey, Callum, tell us what Kymel is. It provides special experiences for children. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so Kymel is kind of just like the head of the organization. So there's a bunch of camps underneath Kymel. You have Sibsational, which is for the siblings of kids with cancer. And that's because a lot of times the kids with cancer are the main focus. And that's not to say that that's not important, but a lot of times the siblings need help too. And then we also have Camp Hope, which you're seeing photos of some of the kids I know from there. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the summer is going to Camp Hope. And it just gives us the chance to escape from like having to do treatment every day. And of course, a lot of us aren't in treatment anymore, but some of us are. And going there is just, it's so nice. It's nice to just have an escape. Oh yeah, I know that, counselor. I know.
And Callum, you fought a very brave battle since you were about 5 years old, I understand. What can you tell us about your own journey?
So I personally don't remember much from my time when I was in treatment. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, I thought it was very fun because I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand that this was a very serious thing. I just thought, hey, I get to be in this fun place, miss school, and have a lot of fun. And that's kind of the point of Children's Mercy and St. Jude's. They make it so that way it's fun for the kids. So that way the kids kind of just forget about it. But when you're constantly outside of the hospital like I was, you're treated as if you're fragile. And so going to Camp Hope, you're not really treated that way. You're treated as equals. And so having that experience was just so nice. And my own personal journey, again, I don't remember much. What I do remember is my cousin, who I met in the hospital, and we didn't actually know we were cousins until we met. In this topic, I mean, she still sticks with me to this day. She had relapsed again in her tumor. She was the same age as me. And she had a more serious type of cancer, which is called Wilms disease. And it is brutal. It is a very brutal experience for your kid to have Wilms disease. I had Burkitt's lymphoma, which targets your tonsils, which was what happened for me. My tonsils were pretty much about the size of little golf balls as a 5-year-old, which not the best. and it also targets your spinal cord. So I got spinal taps most of the time when I was in Children's Mercy. But I made a lot of friends. And unfortunately, when you look back at one of the best photos that I have of that time, there's a photo of me with a bunch of other kids. I think there's 3 other kids in the room. We're sitting on one of the hospital beds and we're playing on the Wii, because like they had Wiis in the hospital, and we were playing, I think it was like Mario Party. And when you take that photo today, if you were to take that photo today, I would be the only one in that photo.
Oh my goodness.
I remember her funeral very clearly. That was probably one of the worst things that ever happened for me. It was like very sad, because a lot of times you don't get these happy stories with childhood cancer. You don't get these, oh yeah, my kid survived and they're all happy now, they're better. A lot of times you get debilitating problems from it. You have kids that are physically disabled because of what they went through. You have kids who had brain tumors and are mentally disabled because of it. And you lose a lot of kids. And there's a reason why kids cancer has its own research. It doesn't matter if it's still called Burkitt's lymphoma in an adult, or whatever your type of cancer is. It is just as serious, if not more, because the treatment plan is not the same. And it's very heartbreaking to go through that.
Callum, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, very powerful.
We really appreciate it, and know you're going to be watching on Sunday. And
Yeah.
we'll be thinking about you and all of your friends at Kymel and Camp Hope, and we appreciate you for spending some time with us. Thank you.
We can all
Thank you.
fight like a kid. I
That's
love
right.
that message. Thank you so much. You can find out more information about Kymel at kymel.org. Great organization. We also have a list of Chiefs players' cleats and their causes on our website if you want to check those out. Go to fox4kc.com.